What's good? Welcome to another video. In this video, I want to share with you 5 things that I would do if I were starting over on bass today. Before I do that, be sure to hit that merch tray below and check out the new products. Got some cool new mugs. The Groove hoodie is back. There's a dope water bottle down there and more to come. So anyway, let's get into it. The first thing that I would do is I would really take inventory of the things that I was listening to and the things that I enjoyed. What is drawing me to the electric bass guitar? Not the bass frequency, the electric bass guitar. And then I would go about learning and acquiring that language in the same way that I learned to speak my native language, by listening, immersion, and emulating. The second thing that I would do is I would save up, invest in a good bass. Now, if I had a bass, the best bass is the one that you have. I played the same T40 for years until I could buy a better bass, and it took a lot of saving, a lot of work, but I was able to do that, but it didn't stop me, right? I was still learning on what I had. I would suggest getting whatever you could get at or around $1,000, give or take. Why that price point? Well, I think if you spend that kind of money on a quality instrument, chances are you can grow into it. If you have to flip it, if you lose interest, whatever, you can flip it and get some of your money back. I like the Sire basses, not sponsored. I like some of the Fender stuff, not sponsored, but those are 2 brands that the Sire especially really caters to beginner players. And I know that Fender has the Player Series. I think it's the Player Series. But both of those brands are pretty versatile, solid brands, and you can grow into them or flip them. The third thing that I would do is invest in one or both of the following software products, neither one of them sponsoring this video. The first one is Moises. Moises uses AI to separate tracks, letting you hear those bass parts and other parts. That's important as well. And Transcribe by 7-String Software. I did a comparison video, which I'll link somewhere in this video, but while Moises does a great job of separating the tracks, it doesn't have the same granular capabilities that Transcribe does. And so I kind of use them in tandem. Again, there'll be a video somewhere linked in this video where you can check that out, check out my comparison. The next thing I would do is I would find as many opportunities as I could to play with other people. Yes, the bass guitar has gone leaps and bounds in terms of being a solo instrument, but traditionally the bass guitar is a supportive instrument. And so you may not want to be Marcus Miller, Jaco Pastorius, or Victor Wooten, all just icons or even Larry Graham, right? You may not want to do any of those things. Those are the things that are pushed out in front of us, right? And so you don't have to feel pressured into knowing those types of things. Maybe you want to play Beatles tunes. Maybe you want to play, I don't know, folk or, rockabilly or whatever. You can do that. And so it's kind of hard to learn the bass guitar, in my opinion, kind of hard to learn the bass guitar out of context, right? Because it is such a supportive instrument. For instance, if you're trying to learn walking jazz lines and your ears haven't developed yet to be able to hear those chord changes in the bass line, then playing with a guitar player or a piano player will be helpful, because you can hear how what you're playing is how it works with what they're playing. So find as many opportunities to play with other people as possible. The next thing that I would do is find a good teacher. The internet is great. YouTube is great. There's a lot of good information out there, and there's a lot of bad information out there. The problem is there's a lot of information out there, right? And so all information is not good information, and too much good information, it's information overload, right? I call it the tyranny of choice. You follow that guy, you follow this guy, you follow that lady, this girl, whoever, right? And then you get kind of stuck in this analysis paralysis. The internet is fantastic. There are a lot of dope creators out there that are just putting out really good content on a regular basis. But in my opinion, nothing beats the centuries-old relationship between a teacher and a student, right? The mentorship part of that should not be replaced by the internet. And so those are things that I would do, things that I would seek out if I were starting over on bass guitar today. If somebody had been around to tell me this is what you should do, going back to that mentorship piece. If you are so inclined and you found value in this video, go on and smash that like button. Share it if you think that some other folks might find it helpful. And also, don't forget to subscribe. Check out the merch down below. I'm really proud of the new merch, and there's more coming. Until next time, peace, two fingers.